Hi, this is my reading log on Neil Gaiman's The Graveyard Book, illustrated by Dave McKean. This book won a Newbery Award, and it is about a little boy who, when he was just a toddler, his parents and his little older sister were murdered by a man, Jack. Jack and his cohorts were people that are men that killed for a specific kind of magic that gave him a power. But somehow he escaped. He wandered off when the man Jack wasn't looking, found his way to a graveyard, and the ghost that lived there took care of him. His mother and his father and sister showed up kind of fuzzy-like when the man Jack followed him to the graveyard and begged the ghost there to take care of him. So they did. And he grew up learning their ways. He learned to fade, just to fade away, and so people couldn't really see him. There was a man there that he wasn't really dead and he wasn't really alive, but he could leave the graveyard and get food and things that the little boy needed. And they ended up naming him Nobody. Mr. and Mrs. Owens, who had been married for 200 years, alive and dead, took him in and they named him Nobody, Bod for short. Over the years he grew and he had adventures of his own. And towards the end, when he was 14, the man Jack finally caught up with him. Silas, at the beginning, had powers that he could make people forget what they were looking for, who they were looking for, or events that had happened, and that's what he had done to the man Jack. Well, he finally caught up with him, and with the help of his friends in the graveyard, he was able to get rid of him. They didn't kill him, but a spirit that had been there longer than anyone ever knew took him and got rid of him. He disappeared. The illustrations for this book were really interesting. I liked them. They were kind of a watercolorish, black and white, spooky, to fit the story. Here's a drawing. That's Silas and Bod. The theme was survival, because they had to keep him away from the man Jack, to keep him from killing him. And confidence. He gained great confidence towards the end, or by the end, and was able to get rid of this guy. I think it's good for kids. It's entertaining. It teaches about finding love and friendship in most unlikely places. I think having ghost friends and learning what they do is unusual. The activity that I chose was a graphic organizer, or the child or the student will list the theme and then give examples of what the theme is. I think that's pretty much it. All right, thank you.